What's up, Steelers Nation? We're the Observers. I'm Chris, joined by Grant and Smo. What's up, boys? We're live.
Game week, baby.
We are back.
Can we
Finally.
believe it's here?
No.
Dude, it's been such a long year. We have one in less than a week. We have one more day till football.
It's taking forever.
I know.
This whole week. It's really, I think we talked about it. We at least talked about it in person. But the extra week off from the last preseason game, not a fan.
It's a heel.
Not a fan.
That was painful.
I know. But we have a good show today. We have our 4 downs as usual. We have a new segment, which will be our first guest. Each week we're going to try and find a friend of ours or someone we know of the opposing fan base and really just crush them on here. Ask them to come on and tell their fan story or talk about their team or why we should fear them. But really, we're gonna tag team them.
Blah, blah, blah.
It's really gonna be Chris. Chris is gonna be facing off with everyone and telling them why we're 17-0.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun.
But all right, so we'll get into first down. The first down is we wanted to do preseason wrap up, final roster, what we saw so far. Are we ready? Do you think we're ready?
Absolutely. Was
Yeah.
there a QB that looked better than Kenny Pickett?
There was not.
I know, but you know what they say. It's just annoying. It's preseason.
Well, we didn't record after the Bills. The Bills was at least against their number ones. He did put a dime into Muth's back pocket, splitting 2 all-world safeties.
I know, dude.
And to what I said before, whoever's on the field, I want to beat him. If he'd have been going up against second stringers in against the Falcons, and he went 3 for 10 with 40 yards and no touchdowns, everyone would be killing him. So like he went out and did what he should have done.
Right.
He went out and did what he should have done. They could put in work, got the reps, and now they're ready to go.
He looks so good. They just looked faster. Like, I don't know. Even the defense, like they just swarmed. It was awesome to see.
Very fluid. The pass game, like the deep game to Deontay, and then right to Pickens. The way Pickens catches the ball, it's disrespectful how he just goes over top of people.
Dude, everyone asked me about him, like, how good is Pickens? And I'm like, you don't even know. Like, we haven't even seen how good he can be. We didn't give him the ball last year. Remember how there would be games where he didn't give the ball? And I think now he's going to be fully involved.
Put it in the sky.
I'm so nervous. I'm so excited. I just told you before we started, I'm prepared to walk off a golf course if I'm not done, which I've never done before, just to not miss kickoff. Just think how pissed we were in January and how sad when we started this thing. And now we're here with Matt Canada, with the boys. Oh man, we made it. I'm about to cry.
And we traded Kendrick Green.
We got rid of the fat. We trimmed the fat, got rid of Green, got rid of Dotson, got rid of Gentry. We are lean. We got everybody that we wanted and liked made the team. I couldn't think of a better situation and like start. Like everyone's healthy.
We're deep. I think what the more I listen to some of the shows, the local stuff in Pittsburgh and even some of the national stuff, which we'll get to, is just in very recent years, we were forced to do things like start a Kendrick Green, start a Joe Schobert. Yeah. We got dudes everywhere. Like, that's the benefit of not having to pay your quarterback, but like you're mixing and matching. You got 1s and 2s. It's the best team we've had in a while on paper.
Yeah, pass rush looks really deadly. And then going back to that Kevin Dotson trade, what were Smo, you remember the picks that we got for him?
We went from a 5th round to a 4th round next year, and then a 6th to a 5th the year after.
And that's huge because those picks, I think, what day is it? Day 3. We got Calvin Austin, Connor Hayward, Mark Robinson, Nick Herbig, and Spencer Anderson. in previous day 3 draft selections. So that's pretty big.
Well, and
Yeah.
that's the Rams too. So I mean, starting right now, the projections are the Steelers are going to be pretty decent, the Rams pretty bad. So you go from the back end of the 5th round to the earlier parts of the 4th. That's like 40 pick jump. I mean, that's
Right.
pretty decent value for someone that you were perfectly willing to cut. So Omar's still getting it done.
We liked him last year. Remember, we thought he'd be good.
He's always hurt. He was always in the
Yeah.
doghouse too. I mean, Tomlin he got called out for his lack of physicality and workout regimen and everything.
Can't have it. Can't have
He's
it.
no Sayamalo. Yeah. Just get him out.
Nobody is. Okay. That's my guy.
I go the black and gold do-rags.
Second down. This is like more of a story to others than me. Is the Najee Warren thing. I don't see it. I don't think they see it. People ask me, like, should I draft Warren? Like, how long till Warren starts? I'm like, dude, he's not starting ever. Najee doesn't miss games. And it would be like Najee would have to literally die for him to lose a starting job, I think. I don't think there's any way he's taking it.
It's because Jaylen Warren has those breakout plays. So we saw in the preseason, it was like, what, a 62-yard run. His average yards per carry was a tick higher than what Najee has. But Najee has been the offense for his first 2 years. So everything went through him. And also everybody knew that he was getting the ball. So he saw a lot of stacked boxes. I mean, we don't make a playoff run if it wasn't for Najee year 1. So to see Warren, who, yes, had higher yards per carry, would he be able to handle that workload that Najee had? I don't think so. I believe Warren turned the ball over at a higher clip than what Najee did with fewer reps. So I think that's another big difference there.
I also don't think their running style, and it kind of stands out. Like, Warren's like a little more exciting, I think, when he comes in, and I think that's what people make it think he's better. Like, when he gets the ball, it's like bang, run real fast, smash. Where Najee was dancing, looking more like patient style. It just looks different. It looks like he's missing or not running hard. Whereas Warren was coming in fighting for his job, just like a fucking train. Like, there's this 2 different styles, and one looks a little better, to be honest. But I mean, Najee out of the backfield, like this, his pass game is elite. I don't see any way he loses his job.
No, he's the starting back. Why is there anything wrong with a 1-2 punch and just like
right? I don't know why they're just, because it's so good right now.
Not
We're
wearing him
trying
down.
to find something.
Like, just pound
It's
the 2
too
of them.
good.
They're both fresh. They're both different runners. So now you got a game plan for 2 different guys. And it's the easy call out is the Thunder Lightning stuff, which was like, was it like Tiki Barber and Ron Dane or something with the Giants a couple, like a decade or so ago, or was just like one fast guy and one ground pounding on the ground. They're just completely different, and they can just swap in and out. Like, it's just,
I mean,
just
didn't
weapons.
we have, wasn't it Bus and Willie Parker the same?
Yeah.
They were the same team, and it was 2 different things. Like, there was no.
Well, at the end, Willie was probably the starter, but.
Yeah, but like, it wasn't this division. Like, it seems like they're trying to make
stupid. I think it's just the naysayers, the media trying to drum something up. Like, they're just 2 good backs, different styles, can be used in different ways. And I don't get the Najee hate from some people. Like, the first year with Ben was, an awful, god-awful offensive line. He ran behind Dan Moore and Kendrick Green starting as rookies and just like touched the ball all the time. And then last year we were no threat to pass the ball whatsoever. And he's running with like 8 man.
Both years.
Yeah, and he's getting hit 2 yards deep every time he touched the ball.
What do you think the ratio will be? I was thinking of it like 70-30.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Do you think that's like high or low on either of them?
No.
I hope it's not like 50-50.
No, I don't think anywhere near 50-50.
No, even Jalen Warren said it, that
He's here to
Najee's the
support him,
workhorse.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a competition between the two. It's a good problem to have. And Najee even said last year when he was a captain that he wanted them to work like they're trying to take his job. So Najee was prepared for this anyways.
Can I just say how bought in these players seem? Like I've never seen before. I don't know what Tomlin did, but shout out to him this far, because these guys, like, there is no drama. They're all focused business. Like, this is what we grew up on. Like, the Steelers are ready to go and kill.
Yeah. This
Which
was,
is,
I don't know if we talked about this in person when I saw you recently. But just one thing, if you go back and watch the highlights from the preseason games of just little things of when Muth got the touchdown against the Bills, whole team celebrating. He comes to the
yeah, they're
sideline and
all
like
in
Allen
it.
Robinson's like one of the first dudes greeting him off the sideline.
Pickens is so excited.
It was I think it was Austin's first big return, and like the first guy that was there on the sideline was Trubisky. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
they're
everyone
all
is just
in it.
like, yeah,
No
just
one's saying a
bought
bad
in.
word about it.
Yeah.
That's refreshing. Which brings us to down 3. Now, I'm starting to get pissed about this. We waited all summer for the media to show us some love, and now every channel is, oh, I think the Steelers actually might be pretty good. Oh, Steelers are winning the division. We don't want any of it now. It's too late.
Yeah, I'm not with it. Bill Simmons was on there the other day. He said, y'all are going to think I'm drunk, but he picked the Steelers to get the first round bye out of the AFC.
I mean, I don't understand what I don't know. Will people see that?
They're seeing what we see. We've been seeing it this whole time.
No, but they're making it seem like it's such a long shot. Like, it's the Steelers. We're not. That's enough to say right there. It's the Steelers. We're not missing by much. We've just got so much better since the last time we played a football game.
Yeah, for the first time in how many years, we have a passing game that can complement the running game, keep us on the field, keep our defense rested so that they can continue to be dominant.
I don't know where these teams get the nerve to talk to us like this. It's like you're talking back to dad, and then you just put back in timeout.
We're back.
But yeah, everyone's giving us love now. But that's enough of that. That's the past. Okay. It's time to get to it. We got a game Sunday, Steelers, Niners. What do we like? What are we scared of? Nervous
Nick
about?
Bosa's in the building.
Bosa, that mother, he signed today. He's ruining that team, by the way. That they're so screwed for
their cap situation is
oh
a mess,
my God. But anyway, okay. So do we have, I think we all said this privately, any fear of Purdy?
No.
I don't think I do either. Can he run?
No.
So
he's straight drop back pass.
Did you listen to Tomlin's press conference? He was like, it's not necessarily about Brock Purdy. It could be Purdy. It could be Sam Darnold, Jimmy G, Matt Ryan. And this is like, it's just the system that they have in place. So it's really not about Purdy. We're familiar with what the 49ers do.
We should have beat him in Ben's year when he got hurt.
Mason came in that game, right?
Yeah, we had him on the ropes.
Yeah, Purdy ran last year 22 times for 13 yards.
I just think it's one of those things where we've seen all of his shit. He hasn't seen anything we can do or a team like us. And I don't know how good their line is. I don't know anything about them. I don't know much about them at all, to be honest.
They have a fairly good. Well,
everyone says their defense is good.
Defense is good, yeah. Left tackle's good. Highsmith will have his hands full with Trent Williams. Obviously, they have playmakers. You got to worry about McCaffrey out of the backfield, Debo doing whatever they got to have him doing.
That's
they're weak in the secondary and the corners.
Okay,
which is the matchup for us. They're big on the D line with our boy Jay Wobble over there now. So I mean, it's going to be tough in certain areas, but yeah, I mean,
I just don't see him coming in Pittsburgh week 1, home game. Hasn't been a home game in 100 years there. Like, there's just no way Brock Purdy's coming in to upset us in home week 1. I mean, something would have to go really wrong.
Let's not
But-
even put that type of juju out there.
Let's leave it to our first guest to tell us. Smo?
Da-da-da-da.
So, Chris, do you want to tell us who this is?
Oh, he's a photog.
All right, so
He's trying to get a plug for his business.
I'll let Dion get in here, see if he can join on video. I know he's out of the country, so
Oh, okay. This might be our first fail.
no, he's connecting audio right now.
Okay, good. But let me ask this question: what is like what do they use?
I
Sorry,
can hear you now.
what's up,
Dion.
Dion?
What up?
Hey, are you able to join on video?
I
There we
think
go.
Oh,
Hey.
jeez.
all right, so I should be hearing you in my AirPods.
Take your
but I
video
don't.
off.
Hold on, let me see here. But the AirPods aren't going to work, so I might have an echo.
No, you're
I
good
might.
there.
We can hear
You're
you.
good.
Oh, now they're on now. All right,
Good.
perfect. So
Nice to meet you, man.
What's going on? Nice to meet you.
Long
Senior
time no
podcast,
see.
long time no see, Mr. Texas.
How about first guest?
Yes,
First
sir.
guest we've ever had. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
We were just talking about your team. We don't see how, and this segment's really to let Chris get his like anger out and frustration. We don't see how the Niners come into Pittsburgh with Brock Purdy and upset us. Tell us how that happens.
Well, first of all, it's not an upset. I think we're favored.
You're right. You're right.
Number one,
You're
I
right.
think we're favored.
You're favored. You're right.
So I love your quarterback. Don't get me wrong. I tell Chris all the time that I think he's up and coming, but I don't think even without Bosa, I know he signed today, whether he plays or not, I don't think you guys are going to be able to handle that defense. And I know you guys have, good defensive teams in your division. However, you don't have a lot of tape on us, because it's not like we play every year. Like I think we're every 6 years or whatnot. So you guys have never seen a quarterback like Brock Purdy, and I'm looking at the how I follow all the 49er pages and stuff like that, and it seems like he's ready to go. He didn't have a great preseason, but when the clock turns on, we already know how he is. I think we would have been in the Super Bowl last year if he didn't get hurt. So you're talking about beating a team that should have possibly been in the Super Bowl if we had our quarterback.
That was last season though.
All right,
but we haven't changed much. We're the same team. What if we lost?
I mean, do you like Purdy? Do you want him to be like is he the long-term solution? Like, do you want him to like be there?
So in my heart, I'm going to say yes. What
Really?
fears me? Yeah. In my heart, I'm going to say yes. What I worry about is Brandon Ayuk is a very good wide receiver, and we all know what Debo can do. So all he's doing is dinking and dacking, as Shannon Sharp says. So he's not really using his arm. So my fear, obviously, is at some point somebody's going to test him to use his arm.
Oh, because he got hurt.
Well, he didn't have a cannon to begin with. He didn't have a cannon in Iowa.
Okay.
Yeah. So when you watch him, a lot of his stuff is just intermediate passes, short passes. They're accurate as hell. They're put in the right place, but there's no deep ball. So if you play against a team that can shut down that short game and figure out Christian McCaffrey, of course, then that's where I think we can be in trouble. I don't think he can improvise enough without the weapons that we have. So I'm going to say yes, but we have our receivers long term. We might lose Ayuk next year because we just signed Bosa, but as long as we can put weapons around him, I think he'll be okay.
Chris, will you tell him why he's wrong?
Last year, next year, I don't, to be honest with you. And as far as it's not playing each other much, there was a year where y'all had Jimmy Garoppolo, the guy that Tom Brady said, hey, get him out of here. Also played in the Super Bowl, and we forced 5 turnovers in that game. Y'all got us. We had Mason Rudolph starting, so we had a sputtering offense, but this is a year where the Steelers are prepared to put together complimentary football. Now, you mentioned y'all do have a pretty aggressive defense. You've got a great inside linebacker in Fred Warner. You also have that safety that Troy Polamalu mentored. So
Talanoga, I have his jersey in the back.
Whose jersey is that? Whose jersey do you have on?
I got to wear Kittle today.
Okay.
Kittle today. I don't know if it's coming in that backwards.
He's playing, right? He's gonna play.
He's still questionable. I think he has it. Yeah, I think he will. I don't think he's going to have a lot of reps, but I think he will. I don't think he's going to miss this game.
Yeah, Nick Bosa hasn't been hit. You've even been saying this in a group chat. Nick
He
Bosa
shouldn't play.
hasn't.
He
hasn't
shouldn't play. Okay, you
shouldn't
heard
play.
it here from Dion.
He shouldn't play.
Should not play.
He shouldn't
But-
play. So yeah,
He's going to end up dealing with not only whichever tackle he lines up against, but he's also going to probably see a good bit of Mount Washington, that 6'7" tight end that we got, who's like the best blocking tight end that came out of the draft. So,
okay.
yeah, will we feel his impact? Maybe on a play or two, but I think Kenny's going to have the time to get the ball to our weapons. You've got a corner out there that allowed, what was it, Smo, 103 passer rating, and he's going to probably be on Deontay Johnson, who gets open better than any receiver in the league.
Love this.
So we're gonna eat y'all alive. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
All right, so let's start with how you started this off.
Dion, you know, Chris said we were going 17-0, right?
Yeah, he's delusional. He's on that Texas.
I have to be there with. I think I'm there.
Listen, Texas is great.
No. Trust me, I'm in Colorado. Well, I'm in Istanbul now, but I live in Colorado, so yeah, I already know. But first thing you said was the last time we played Jimmy Garoppolo or whatever, we had 5 turnovers. And you just said the key phrase, Jimmy Garoppolo. All right. We had 5 turnovers because we had Jimmy Garoppolo. And don't get me wrong, you know how I love Jimmy. Brock Purdy is not Jimmy Garoppolo. And the league still doesn't have a lot of film on Brock Purdy. He's only played, 6 full games? And I was actually at that Miami game when he took over for Garoppolo. And I was like, damn, this kid is good. So
I watched Ohio State. I watched Iowa State play.
Yeah. He's a
There's
very
enough film.
poised. Yeah. Well, no. But you have to understand. You watched Ohio State on the Ohio State scheme, not Mike Shanahan's scheme. You understand what I'm saying? When you play Mike Shanahan the first time, he's hard to figure out. Now, if you play this twice a year, sure, you can figure out some things. But I'm telling you right now, I don't think it's going to be a close game.
Really? I was
high.
I was just about to ask.
Crazy
you.
out there, man. I'll tell you what.
We appreciate you coming on. Give us final score.
49ers 34, Pittsburgh. I think y'all get 2 touchdowns and a field goal, so about 17. 34.
Wait. Say that one more time. That score
34-17.
You think
34-17.
You think that the defense that led the league in interceptions last year?
Last year? You just said it. Last year.
Healthy TJ. Yeah, but the secondary got better this year. I don't know if you paid attention to our additions, but
I did.
We got significantly better. A healthy TJ Watt, and Alex Highsmith. Watch out for Nick Herbig because Brock Purdy is going to be under siege. I'm going to tell you that right now.
Trent Williams is healthy too. Remember that.
Okay, is he blocking TJ Watt and Cam Hayward at the same time?
Man.
So
I don't think so.
If Kittle's on that other side, he's going to be chop blocking the whole game. And this is TJ Watt's first. This is Watt's first game back from injury, correct?
No,
he came back last year.
He came back.
He came back late last year. Okay, I didn't know. I knew he was hurt last year because me and Chris weren't arguing who the defensive player of the year was last year. So and I love TJ Watt. Don't get me wrong. I love TJ Watt. Like he's the man.
That's awesome. Well, Dion, I appreciate you coming on, man.
No problem. No problem.
For you. Good luck Sunday.
Okay. And Chris, showing the text message when we got push-ups on this game, right? So we're gonna record that, right?
We did.
Yeah. So
Chris is a pull-up guy. He can't do many push-ups.
Well, I can't do push-ups at all. If I stand up, I'm every bit of 250. So, but all right. But you guys have a good one, okay?
Okay, Dion. Thanks.
Dion.
All right, Dion. Good to see you, man.
No problem. Bye.
Fuck him. I'm just kidding.
30-some
That was
points.
Dude, if we I'll kill myself on Sunday. Or if we lose 34-17.
No chance in hell. I didn't even get to George Pickens. I didn't even get the move. So
I know that was awesome though. He was great. That was great to hear from him.
I don't know, man. I don't see
That's
it with
what
Purdy.
I'm saying though. This is what
I don't see it with
what
Purdy.
the country thinks.
Like Purdy came on the scene out of nowhere, did a lot of dinking and dunking, played smart because he was a 4-year starter in college. I mean, he knows a little bit what's going on, but like he just admitted it. Like he can't push down the field. He's coming off of whatever his surgery was on his arm.
Yeah.
And he's just like, it's going to be different. It's first game. You're traveling across the coast. You got TJ coming at you. Like,
Yeah. I hate.
Yeah.
I'd be surprised if they score 20 points. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'd be surprised if they score 20.
Oh, yeah.
Hmm.
I got my prediction, and we're running a little long. I got I think I said 27-17. I think it's about right for
See like a
us.
27-21, something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think either team hits 30. The defenses are too good. But I think we're healthier. I think we're healthier. We played more. We're just, I don't know. I mean, we're the young and up and coming team that's kind of just like eager to get
Right.
going.
Right.
And I think San Francisco could
It's
get off to a
bloated.
slow start and ramp up later in the year.
27-16.
Well, thank Dion for us for coming on. He was great. I got a story for you guys.
All right, let's hear it.
So this morning, my garage door broke. Spring snapped, wouldn't open. It opened like 6 inches. So I call around. I get this guy to come out, Jake from ADP Garage Repair. First plug, okay. This dude is incredible. Knows more about garage doors than we know about the Steelers. He was awesome, very polite. And then he sees my Steeler flag, and here we go. The next 45 minutes, we're just bickering back, talking football, really respectful. He and I'm going to send this to him after this because we've been texting. Like once he left, we've been texting back and forth about what we were just arguing about. He's like one of my best friends now, and he's like this diehard Ravens fan. He was saying things, and I was like, man, if Chris was here, he was like, we don't use the middle of the field. Pickett doesn't have a good deep ball. Lamar's MVP caliber this year. And I was like, man, if you weren't fixing my garage door, I'd lighten into you. But he was really awesome. And go get your garage doors picked from Jake from ADP. I appreciate the help. But that was my story about, and Dion kind of confirmed it, is the rest of the country has no faith, but we're primed.
Good.
Yeah.
Sleep on us. That's that's honestly what we want. We were mad that the media was all honest.
Yeah, people don't know. I don't know, man. And people that still hate on Kenny, I still go back to that dude took Pitt to its highest levels since the 80s. And like there's something to be said for that.
Yeah.
Like
I agree.
Like he's incredibly smart. I think he's now picked up the offense. I think he's had an off season to work with the ones actually and study the playbook and know things a little better. I think he'll be allowed to call audibles this year. I think he knows the read defenses. I think we're going to be fine. That's just what it is.
Okay, we gave our final scores. The line is 2 right now on MGM app. I bet it at 3 before it even got down. I think all of the money is on Pittsburgh, but the public is on the Niners. What else do we have? Our schedule for the season, we talked about kind of a Tuesday recap and a Thursday preview type deal.
That works.
That works. Okay. Anything else?
Did we get buy-in from Chris or what?
Yeah, I know. Chris, you there?
No dates for me during the week. Shoot.
Your date's here, boy. Okay. That's it, man. We'll be back Tuesday.
Tell that garage guy to get lost.
I think we might have to have Jake on. I'm gonna shoot him. He might have to be one of our Ravens. He's intense. He's passionate. I loved it. I love that guy.
Rip him in half.
It'll be great when Lamar's hurt. Yeah, and he comes on.
Yeah, really.
All right, boys. I'll talk to you later.
All right.
Observers out.